Ladies and gentlemen, Master Duel fans, here we are with another part 2 recording sessions of this whole entire Synchro event, and this time is going to be on a whole nother level. So first things first, what is my opponent on? Oh my goodness. Now, if anyone knows me way too well, normally I don't read my own Charmer cards just because I play the deck for 3 seasons, 4 seasons straight. But because this is the opponent's perspective view of the deck, just for the sake of it all, in the community world, I got you guys covered. Spirit Charmers. Discard 1 card, take 2 cards from your deck in any combinations of Charmers, Familiar Possessed, or Possessed Spell Traps from the deck. The first target adds to the hand, the second target gets set. Ditches Card of Demise adds Awakening Spell. Monsters you control gain 300 attack for each different attribute you control. Charmers and FPs don't die by effects. If a spellcaster monster or monsters more than 1 with 1850 original attack is normal or special, draw 1 card, and the draw 1 effect of Awakening Spell, hard ones. And the card that's going to get set, Unpossessed. Charmers cannot be killed by battle. Familiar Possessed swings on an opponent's monster, extra 800 attack during damage calc only. And on top of that, if a monster or monsters more than 1 you control gets killed by battle or effect while this card is already face up, special a spellcaster with 15 defense from your deck and face up attack or face down defense, as long as one of the attributes is super different than the ones that are being destroyed. And the effect of Unpossessed once. Activates Awakening Spell, sets 1, normal summons Fairy Tale Luna, and asks for a Fairy Tale Luna. When this card is normal summon, add 1 spellcaster monster with 1850 attack from deck to hand. Okay, I'm literally convincing to myself my opponent has got to add an FP monster just in case. And then once per turn, during anyone's turn, you can target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. Your opponent can send 1 card with that monster's name from main or extra deck to graveyard. Otherwise, those 2 targets goes back to the hand. Awakening Spell, mandatory effect to draw 1. Luna get the search. Okay, never mind about FP search, including another copy of Luna. So, Luna, Unpossessed set, and 3 other cards unknown. Normal summon Snow, activate Snow. Opponent chains Rivalry of Warlords. So, Rivalry of Warlords states that each player can only control 1 type of monster. Send all other face-up monsters they control to the graveyard. You know, I am actually so glad that I switched out of Charmers, because based on the list, as you all saw in every deck profile, of course I do run the animals. So in preparation of the Synchro event, I'm so glad I switched out of it just so I can play a deck that focuses on 1 type. So Rivalry of Warlords literally does nothing to me. Flips Unpossessed, of course. Fairy Tale Luna as chain 4, but knowing Snow, we play 3 of this card. You want to see the card at the very most. So Luna's effects negated. And Snowy, well, Snow, puts out Rainbow. Rainbow specials Aurora from deck. 50 higher than Luna. Unpossessed, special out Wind. Awakening Spell draws a card. Snow comes back and flips up Thunder. At this rate, if a Charmer player tries to swing over my Weather, it's going to get placed back in hand. And it does out the Awakening Spell / Unpossessed. So, Charmer players scooped up. And in my head, I expected myself more to put up a bigger of a fight when it comes to going up against the uh, Charmer decks in general. But nonetheless, we got the first one. This next clip of the challenge special summons Speedroid Terratop. Now, as for Speedroid Terratop, so I'm literally convincing to myself he's got to find a way to have Taketambor to hand one way or the other. And in the early years, since Speedroids were first introduced in high-speed riders, this Taketambor paired up with either Burning Abyss or Phantom Knights, it's what makes the deck that good. And essentially, Terratop, if you control if you control no monsters at all, by the way, special the Terratop from hand, and then when this card is no more special, add one Speedroid monster from deck to hand except Terratop. Hence why the card is at 1 because of the Zodiac abuse ever since YCS Pittsburgh in 2017. So basically, card's dumb. It's at 1 for a reason in the TCG land. Ash Blossom keeps the Terratop in check. Activate Speedroid Scratch. So, Speedroid Scratch, hard once. Send one Speedroid card, spell trap included, from hand to graveyard. Add one Speedroid monster from deck to hand. And then Speedroid Menko. When an opponent's monster declares an attack while you have a direct attack, while this card is in your hand, special this card in attack position. And if you do, change all face-up monsters your opponent controls to defense. So basically, this is your Speedroid version of Battle Fader. And there's the Taketambor. If you control a wind monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can tribute this card, special one Speedroid Tuner from your deck. Also, you can't special summon for the rest of the turn except wins. Special summon the Taketambors once per turn. Special the Taketambor. Tributes the Taketambor for a red eye dice. Soft once per turn, level modulate. Target the Terratop, make it 2, so red eye dice and Terratop into high Speedroid Cork Shooter. You know, I legitimately forgot that Speedroids got their own support. And if I'm reading this right, it was ever since Synchro Storm, I believe, last time I checked. In any case, about high Speedroid Cork Shooter, level 3 Synchro, generic 3s. If this card is Synchro Summon, activate one of those effects. Stratos of Speedroid spell traps. Otherwise, if all materials that were used for the Synchro Summon of this card were Speedroids, and all of them were in the graveyard, special summon them. And of course, can't special summon anything else the turn you do this except wins. Hard ones. Cork Shooter, Soul Charge to Speedroids. Red Eye Dice, make Terratop become 6. Clear Wing Synchro Dragon. Once per turn, when another level 5 or higher monster activates its effects on the field, negate it. In terms of quick effects, and if you do, destroy it. And then once per turn, as a quick effect, when a monster effect is activated that targets one level 5 or higher monster anywhere on the field, negate it, and if you do, kill it. If this card's effects destroys a monster, this card gains attack equal to the destroyed monster's original attack until the end of the turn. Sync off the 2. Crystal Clear Wing Synchro Dragon. Tuner Synchro, 1 non-tuner Clear Wing. Clear Wing, level 7. And Cork Shooter Synchro Tuner for the 3. So, yep, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. As for Crystal Clear Wing Synchro Dragon, one of the covered cards off from Synchro Storm. Once per turn, when your opponent activates a monster effect outside of the damage step, as a quick effect, trigger this. Until the end of the turn, this face-up card is unaffected by everything else in terms of your opponent's monster's activated effects. Also, this card gains attack equal to that opponent's monster's original attack. And then once per turn, when a spell, trap, card, or effect is activated, as a quick effect, negate it, and if you do, kill that card. So Omni negate of spells and traps. So basically this is FA Dawn Dragster all over again without the level modulation change. And on top of that, if this synchro summon card you control gets killed and sent to the graveyard by an opponent's card, add one wind monster in any shape or form, no matter what level it is, from deck to hand. Marble Machine gets Taketambor, activates Card Turbo, and at this point, we basically got full knowledge now. High Speed Droid, Hoikoita. Generic 5, during anyone's turn, tribute this card, increase the levels of all monsters currently everywhere on the field by 1 until the end of the turn. If this card is in your graveyard and you control a Speed Droid tuner, special this card. Also can't special summon for the rest of the turn except wins. So Omni spell trap negate and level modulation on anyone's turn. Activates Snowy Canvas. Crystal Clear Wing to negate it, but what my opponent doesn't know, no weather monsters from their hand. So that basically bait negates it. Activates Raigeki. Crystal Clear Wing to get the search, but Ash keeps the Crystal Clear Wing in check. And then the Speed Droid player scoops up. This next clip of this challenge is going to be a excellent matchup. So double summon, we know what's up with double summon. You get 2 summons instead of 1. Jack in the hand, reveal 3 level 1 monsters with different names from your deck. Your opponent adds 1 to the hand, you add 1 to the hand, and then the third target gets shuffled back. So Jack in the hand, so this made me think, what level 1s are there? So in terms of level 1 turbo shenanigans, it made me think of Relinquished and the Piper guy, the one where it draws cards, of course. But we'll see when it comes to level 1s. Oh, and Skull Servants as well, because they are level 1s. But we'll see where this lands, because Ash keeps the Jack in the Hand in check. There it is, ladies and gentlemen, Goblin King. So, Goblin King, this card by itself, this used to be an OTK involving the specific archetype called Dustons. The more fiends everywhere on board, the bigger the attack stat of Goblin King times 1,000 for every fiend there is. And then Stygian Security. If this card battles in, or if this card gets killed by battle and sent to the graveyard, special 1 level 1 fiend type from your deck. And the special from deck, not once. Oh, and almost forgot, while you control another fiend, this card cannot be attacked. And 1 set. Sets 2, sets go spell, hoping that my opponent doesn't top deck a monster. And wouldn't you like to know, opponent top deck the monster. Now, this is the Duston archetype. So, when this face-up card on the field gets killed by your opponent's card, either by battle and it was face-up at the start of the damage step, or by card effect, and sent to the graveyard, you can special any number of Duston monsters from your hand and or deck to anywhere on the field, your choice, but you must special summon the same amount based on each side. And according to the Dust On color gimmicks by themselves, which we will see in a moment, they can't be tributed, used as fusion, synchro, or XZ material. And based on which color of the Dust On that gets killed in any shape or form, this does something in any supernatural effects of that Dust On color. So Goblin King at 2000, attacking Ghost Bell, and Stygian Security attacking me for 100. And ladies and gentlemen, we got the win condition card, which is going to shut off Goblin King's attack. Skill Drain activates. And can we get some knights in the chats throughout the whole entire duel? Nice in the chat or nice in the comment section below throughout the whole entire Dust On matchups. Nice in the chats, ladies and gentlemen. Anywho, sets Ash and passes. And the Dust On player does nothing, which I'm literally guessing Skill Drain is the weakness of the deck. Flips up Thunder, flips on Rainbow. Chibi summons Aurora. Aurora activates. And chains Rainbow because my opponent has a monster. Special Thunder. Places Snowy Canvas. Hit over a Goblin King with Thunder. Snowy Canvas, search Rainy Canvas. Activates Rainy Canvas, and ladies and gentlemen, the whole entire back row is locked. So the only way to screw me over is run back row removal. If you don't run any back row removal, opponent is going to straight up lose. Thunder comes back, Aurora comes back, and Red Dust On appears. In this one, first chance that it gets killed, the controller takes 500 damage. House Dust On attempts to attack, but Thundery Canvas puts the house back to the hand. Snowy Canvas, search for a cloud on my opponent's turn. Thunder comes back. Aurora comes back. Normal summons Cloud. Cloud over Red. -5 to the opponent. Thunder over Security. Security specials the house. Aurora gets banished off from Thunder, puts back the house again, and Rainy Canvas puts back the set to the hand. Cloud comes back. Aurora comes back. House tries to crash, but Thundery Canvas puts the house back to the hand. Snowy Canvas search another Thunder. And at this rate, that is game. Cloud comes back. Thunder comes back. Normal summons another Thunder. This next clip of the challenge, based on this hand that I had to work with, set the 2 and it's just pass. Junk Converter activates, ditching Junk Synchron, flips up Skill Drain. So apparently I'm up against the Stardust player and searches Stardust Synchron. Junk Synchron normal summon. Tries to get Junk Converter, but Skill Drain made it happen. And Stardust player scooped up due to skill drain. And this next clip of this matchup, right now 2 sets. Junk Synchron Summon gets in for 13 and sets 1. Normal Summons Cloud. Cloud over Junk Synchron. And Simplify Game State. Junk Converter ditches Converging Whales Dragon. Ash keeps the Junk Converter in check. Normal Summons Junk Synchron. Activates its effect, getting converted back, but Skill Drain says no to those effects, and Junk Synchron's effects negated. Living Fossil, bring back Junk Converter. Synchro for 5. Junk Warrior. And ironically enough, this was the first rookie deck I ever picked out of the 3 between Blue Eyes, Pendulum, I believe it was. Last time I checked, don't know. Oh no, it was Lynx, Blue Eyes, and the Synchros. So I ended up choosing the path of the Synchros because Synchro decks in general, they be nice. And don't get me wrong, in today's game, of course I still do adapt in terms of changing the game with Lynx. Still loved it, every last bit of it. So if anyone knows me way too well, ever since making up this whole entire Charmer content, literally nothing but Lynx and so on. Anywho, Junk Warrior, Junk Synchron, and 1 non-tuning monsters. Junk Synchron as a 3, and then that's 2, that's 5, and then, oh, as for Living Fossil, by the way, almost forgot. Activate this card by targeting 1 level 4 or lower monster in your graveyard. Special it and equip it, but banish it whenever it leaves, even if this card leaves. When this card leaves the field, banish the equipped monster. The equipped monster loses its 1000 attack and defense, also effects negated, and then 1 activation of Living Fossil per turn. And as for Junk Warrior, first chance that it gets Synchro Summon, it gains attack equal to the total attack of all level 2 or lower monsters you currently control. Sadly, it gets Solemn Judgment from the get-go. Activates Monster Reborn, grabs back Junk Synchron. Draws into Thunder, and summon it. Cloud over Junk Synchron, and Thunder goes to work. And the Stardust players scooped up. And this next clip of this challenge, activate Snowy Canvas, summons Snow, activate Snow, places Thunder, Snowy Canvas, search Rainy Canvas, and activates it, sets to 2. At this point, we basically got the whole entire Holy Trinity turn 1. Snowy Canvas, Rainy, and Thunder Canvas. Snow comes back. Now, this is a little lesson if you want to beat the weather decks. Run back row removal as much as you can to beat this weather archetype, because running back row is literally the most bane of this deck's existence. So Lightning Storm, evenly matched, Heartbeast Feather Duster, in any shape or form, run those against this deck. Kill the back row, and you basically got game from the get-go. Lightning Storm activates, kills my back row, but Solemn Judgment saves it. Speedjoy Marble Machine summon. Goes for the search, but Ash keeps Marble Machine in check. End phase, Snowy Canvas, search Cloud. Snow comes back. Activates Rainbow. Normal summons Cloud. Magic Planters. Now, first things first. Magic Planters. During the Synchro format, or the Synchro Festival Event, I should say, Prosperity was not allowed to be used because wasting the extra deck, that's no good. So instead of Prosperities, I added in this spice called Magic Planter. If anyone knows about this card way back when it was first seen, it was because Sohrab Pasakani, aka Socks, he used this card in Volcanics because, as I quote by Sohrab, it turns your dead Fiendish Chains, most cases any other dead cards, into +1s. And what do we drew off from there? Ash and Sunny Canvas. And then here's this little neat interaction. If another face-up weather card you control, doesn't matter which, gets sent to the graveyard, you can target up to 2 weather spells and traps in your graveyard, place them back. So because of Magic Planter sending the Rainbow to the graveyard, Cloud is going to bring it back. Rainbow, special Aurora, and Aurora hits over Marble Machine. Snowy Canvas, search Thunder. And then Speedjoy player scoops up. This next clip of this match sets to Summon Thunder, activates Rainy Canvas. Thunder replaces Rain with Snowy. Snowy gets Rainy, activates a second copy of it, and then set. Thunder comes back, tributes Thunder for a Gamma Seal. Actually, thank you. I needed that one. And set a monster. Oh, and just to go for the record, on this specific turn, I actually had to pass because I was legitimately scared of attacking that face down monster, which I'm literally guessing it happens to be any Gradle monster, because if I attack into a Gradle monster, I'm pretty much going to lose the kaiju that my opponent once gave me, just so that the Gamma Seal is on his side of the field now. So until I see a weather monster, we can't just straight up attack just yet. And never mind about the Gradle theory. Turns out up against Mermails. So, as for Abyss Gun, if this card is discarded to the grave, target 1 Mermail monster in your grave except Gun Specialist. So basically, Monster Reborn any Mermail. And then hard ones on Gun. Okay, make that Mermail Atlanteans. In this one, for heavy infantry, during your main phase, normal summon 1 level 4 or lower sea serpent in addition to your normal summon set. So basically this is your double summon of these sea serpents, but for level 4 or lowers. Hard ones on the double summons. And then when this card is sent to the graveyard just because of a water monster's effect is activated, target one face-up card your opponent controls, kill it. Normal summons Dragoon. All of your level 3 or lower sea serpent monsters can get a direct attack going. If this card is sent to the graveyard just because of a water monster's effect is activated, add one sea serpent in any shape or form from deck to hand except Dragoons. And Gun runs over Gamma Seal, and I do not know why crashing the gun in the first place. There's a weather monster. Normal summons Thunder. Thunder replaces Aurora Canvas with Thunder Canvas, and essentially, well, 2/3 of the whole monster column is locked up. But at the same time, we got Gamma Seal for the big boost, so I'd say this is extra comfortable enough. Sets 1 could be literally anything. Normal summons Rain. Thundery Canvas, put it back. And Thunder, Gamma Seal goes to work. Rain comes back. And Mermail Atlantean player scoops up. And funny enough, didn't flip up Judgment or Skill Drain throughout the whole entire matchup, which is absolutely nice. And this next challenge, looking at this hand, all I can say is it's crazy time. Normal summon Thunder. Activates Rainy Canvas. Thunder replaces Rainy with Auroral Canvas. Magic Planner, get the 2, and sets the Judgment. So at this rate, we got the Ash Negate, Bell Negate, and Solemn Judgment. Speedroid Scratch, ditching Denden Dado-Do. So up against Speedroids, Ash keeps the Speedroid Scratch in check. Normal summons Speedroid Horse Stilts. Yep, Horse Stilts. So, as for Horse Stilts, when this card is normal summoned, special 1, level 4 or lower Speedroid from the hand. And then during your main phase, except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, Breakthrough Skill Clause. You can banish this, send 1 wind monster from dead to graveyard. So basically, Armageddon Knight. Or in most cases, to be specific, the Shmieta of Speedroids. Specials, Speedroid, Ultra Hound. In this one for Ultra Hound, when this card is normal summoned, which it didn't, send 1 Speedroid card, spell trap included, from dead to graveyard. So basically, Armageddon Knight on steroids of the whole entire Speedroid archetype. During your main phase, except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard. Once again, Breakthrough Skill Clause. Banish this, target 1 Speedroid in your graveyard, shuffle it back to the deck, and if you do, special 1 Speedroid Synchro Monster from your extra deck with the same level, but a different name, but negate its effects. Absolutely absurd effect of Ultra Hound. And then its effect of Ultra Hound once. Heartbeats for the Duster. And at first, it made me think, should I use Judgment once that Heartbeat's played? But I said to myself, nah, there's no point of me using Judgment because there are no tuners for the Speedroid player. Activate Snowy. Normal summon Sun. Thunder replaces Snowy with Rainbow. Thunder over Ultra Hound. Rainbow, Special Aurora. Sun over Horse Stilts. And then Aurora goes in for 22. Thunder comes back. Horse Stilts sends away Speed Droid Rubber Band Plane. If a monster is special summoned to your field outside of the damage step, special summon is from the hand. Also can special summon for the rest of the turn except wins. And then the special effect of this, once per turn. If this card is normal or special, target one face-up monster anywhere on the field. It loses 600 attack until the end of the turn. Ultra Hound Banish tries to recover the Rubber Band Plane, but Ultra Hound gets kept in check by Bell. Normal summons Double Yo-Yo. As for Double Yo-Yo, reborns a level 3 or lower Speed Droid as soon as the Double Yo-Yo was normal. And then Dendeko Duke gets brought back. Rainbow specials Cloud just in case some shenanigans comes up. Clear Wing Synchro Dragon makes its return. Clear Wing over Aurora. And at this point, it's up to the rest of the weather monsters to go at it alone without their boss. Sun comes back. Thunder replaces Rainbow with Thunder. And then Cloud puts back Rain and Rainbow. Thunder puts back Clear Wing. And both Cloud and Thunder goes right to work. Sun comes back. Normal summons Marble Machine. Searching Tagatamborg. Specials Tagatamborg. She reads it for Red Eye Dice. Make Marble Machine become a level 6. Rainbow. Special summons Snow. And I know what everyone is thinking right now about me specialing the Snow. It is because, just in case, a lot of monsters that's like literally under 22 can't get over that just in case. But the fact that we saw a Clear Wing, it makes it so that it literally gets over Snow in terms of me in a losing position. But at the same time, we got Thundery Canvas to cover it up. And at this point, anything my opponent does in terms of attacking or setting a spell trap, once the end phase reaches, we're going to bounce the stuff back to the hand as we control the board on my turn. Send away the 2 for Clear Wing once again. Dendeko Duke. But Ghost Spell keeps Dendeko Duke in check. Clear Wing over Sun. Thundery Canvas puts the Clear Wing back. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is game. And Cloud comes back. Sun comes back. And so much for our win condition card of Skill Drain. Ladies and gentlemen, the main event is here. This last clip, the weather mirror match. Snowy placed, Thunder gets summoned. Snowy places or banishes Thunder to get the rainbow and then sets. Thunder comes back. Harpy's Feather Duster, the whole entire back row. Thunder gets banished from Snowy, get the search. Get the search of Snow. When we got the real Snow first. Snow gets summoned, places Snowy. Snowy searches Rainy Canvas. Activates Rainy Canvas. Sets 1. But what the weather player doesn't know, even though the only thing sucks is that like they can still dodge, we got skill drain up and running. Just so that anything my opponent summons in terms of the weather monsters, they cannot get their effects off without their spells and traps. And ladies and gentlemen, there you have it, your true winner of the weather mirror match. If you love to see more weather action throughout the whole entire Synchro event, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and hit that notification bell to keep yourself constantly updated. And I'll catch you guys next time.